For millions, death is seen as a final, inescapable moment when our conscious selves cease to function. But for others, it is the start of a new life in a new realm, the point where our souls exit our earthly bodies and begin the afterlife. Now, I'm a scientist and I always ground my curiosity in the observable universe, but the question of what happens after we die? Well, that's a mystery that has captivated humankind for millennia. Today we explore 5 intriguing clues that suggest an afterlife really does exist, as revealed by Dr. Hugh Ross, a Canadian astrophysicist and Christian author. Dr. Ross blends his scientific expertise with his theological insights to offer a thought-provoking perspective on this enduring question. So buckle up as we journey to the edges of our understanding and contemplate the possibility of what lies beyond. We begin our exploration by contemplating the vastness of the cosmos. We've all seen those stunning images from the Hubble telescope, galaxies swirling in symphonies of light and color, stretching billions of light years across space and time. The universe we observe, as vast as it is, might just be a tiny sliver of what's actually out there. Our ability to observe the universe is limited by the speed of light. The farther away something is, the longer it takes for its light to reach us. So when we look at the most distant galaxies, we're seeing them as they were billions of years ago. But what exists beyond that? What lies beyond the cosmic horizon, beyond the reach of our most powerful telescopes? Could there be realms of existence, dimensions unseen, that are fundamentally different from our own? Dr. Ross suggests that the very limitations of our observations hint at something more, something beyond the grasp of our current scientific instruments. We can't observe what's beyond the observable universe, at least not yet. But that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence, as we like to say in science. Throughout history, our scientific understanding has expanded as our tools of observation have improved. We went from believing Earth was the center of the universe to understanding that we're just a tiny planet orbiting an average star in a vast galaxy among billions of others. So it's not unreasonable to think that our current understanding of the universe is incomplete, that there might be realms beyond our current comprehension. For centuries, the Bible has provided spiritual guidance and solace to billions. It's a text rich in symbolism, allegory, and historical accounts, often interpreted through the lens of faith. But what if some of its passages, particularly those describing the afterlife, could be interpreted in a more literal, even scientific light? Dr. Ross, with his unique background in both astrophysics and theology, suggests that the Bible might contain clues about the nature of the afterlife. He points to passages that describe heaven as a place beyond the physical universe, a realm of eternal existence that defies our current understanding of space and time. The Bible, written long before the development of modern cosmology, describes a universe that had a beginning, a concept that aligns remarkably well with the Big Bang Theory. Furthermore, the Bible describes the universe as expanding, another concept that aligns with our current understanding of cosmology. The fact that an ancient text could contain such accurate descriptions of the universe, even if veiled in metaphorical language, suggests that there might be more to these scriptures than meets the eye. The Bible's descriptions of heaven, a realm beyond our physical universe, could be interpreted as existing in a dimension beyond our current understanding of space and time. String theory, for example, suggests that there could be as many as 11 dimensions, most of which are curled up and invisible to us. Could it be that the afterlife, as described in the Bible, exists within these higher dimensions, realms beyond our current scientific reach, but not necessarily beyond the realm of possibility? Chapter 3: UFOs. For decades, stories of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, have captivated the public imagination. While many of these sightings can be attributed to misidentified aircraft, weather phenomena, or hoaxes, there remains a small percentage of cases that defy conventional explanation. These unexplained encounters often involve objects displaying extraordinary capabilities, moving at impossible speeds, making instantaneous changes in direction, and even seeming to disappear and reappear at will. The possibility of encountering non-human intelligence, particularly intelligence capable of manipulating physics in ways we don't yet understand, raises profound questions about the nature of reality itself. Could it be that these UFOs, if they are indeed real, are not extraterrestrial visitors from distant planets, but rather visitors from another dimension, beings capable of traversing the boundaries of our reality? Some physicists theorize that our universe might be just one of many, coexisting alongside a multitude of other universes, each with its own set of physical laws and dimensions. These other universes, often referred to as parallel universes or the multiverse, are thought to be separated from our own by an unfathomable gulf, but perhaps not entirely inaccessible. If these UFOs are indeed interdimensional travelers, their existence suggests that the boundaries of reality are far more fluid than we once thought. If beings from other dimensions can visit our world, then perhaps our consciousness, our very essence, can also transcend the limitations of our physical bodies and enter into these other realms. The possibility of interdimensional travel, while still speculative, opens up a Pandora's box of possibilities. Chapter 4: NDEs. Near-death experiences, or NDEs, have been reported for centuries, often by individuals who have come close to death but were ultimately revived. These experiences are often profound and life-changing, filled with vivid imagery, a sense of peace and tranquility, and sometimes even encounters with deceased loved ones. While skeptics often attribute NDEs to physiological changes in the brain during trauma, there are certain aspects of these experiences that defy easy explanation. Some individuals who were clinically dead, with no brain activity, have reported NDEs in which they were able to accurately recall events that occurred around them while they were seemingly unconscious. Could it be that consciousness, the very essence of who we are, is not entirely dependent on the physical brain, that it can exist independently of the body, at least for a time? Dr. Ross points to NDEs as compelling evidence for the existence of the soul, a non-physical entity that can detach from the body during death and continue to exist in another realm. He argues that the consistency of NDE accounts across cultures and time periods, despite variations in religious beliefs and personal backgrounds, suggests that these experiences are not simply hallucinations or cultural constructs, but rather glimpses into a reality that transcends our current understanding. Many NDE accounts describe a sense of leaving the physical body, often floating above it and observing medical personnel attempting resuscitation. Some individuals report traveling through a tunnel towards a bright light, often accompanied by feelings of peace and joy. Could it be that these NDEs are not simply hallucinations or wishful thinking, but rather glimpses into the afterlife, a realm where consciousness continues to exist beyond the confines of the physical body? Chapter 5: Effectiveness of Prayer. Prayer, a cornerstone of many religious traditions, is often seen as a way to communicate with a higher power, seeking guidance, comfort, or intervention in our lives. But what if prayer is more than just a comforting ritual? What if it's an actual form of communication, a way to interact with a realm beyond our physical perception? Double-blind studies, the gold standard of scientific research, have shown that prayer can have a statistically significant impact on healing. In these studies, groups of people are randomly assigned to pray for or not pray for patients recovering from surgery or illness. The patients are unaware of whether they are being prayed for, and the researchers analyzing the results are also unaware of which patients were in the prayer group. Studies have shown that patients who were prayed for had shorter hospital stays, fewer complications, and even a higher rate of recovery compared to those who were not prayed for. How can something as intangible as prayer have a measurable impact on the physical world? One possible explanation is that prayer taps into a realm beyond our current scientific understanding, a realm where consciousness and intention can influence the fabric of reality. Could it be that our thoughts and prayers, directed with focused intention, can create ripples in this unseen realm, ripples that can ultimately manifest as tangible effects in our physical world? The effectiveness of prayer, even if not fully understood, suggests that there might be more to the universe than meets the eye, that consciousness and intention might play a far greater role in shaping reality than we currently realize. These 5 clues, from the universe's limits to the effectiveness of prayer, provide compelling evidence that an afterlife may indeed exist. Whether you believe or not, the possibility of a transcendent realm beyond our physical world is a fascinating topic worth exploring. By approaching this question with an open mind, embracing both scientific inquiry and spiritual curiosity, we might just begin to unravel the secrets of the great beyond. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more intriguing content.